What is up, ladies and gentlemen, jiglets and jiglettes? Welcome back to another video. Today I have a very exciting announcement. Your boy TPJiggy is going to be running for president in the year of 2028. I know what you're thinking. Tony, you're not even going to be old enough to be president. But I'm thinking if I get enough motion, they're going to have to let me do something. If I actually win the vote, they have to let me do something. And if not, by then we'll have enough support to where we could just storm the Capitol and take the election, basically. Also, by then, my brain will be fully developed. So if you thought I was a super genius now, you didn't think that? You thought I'm actually kind of what? Bro, it's 2025. Don't use that word anymore. My political stance is kind of like all over the board. I believe in free healthcare, but I also believe it's okay to call stuff, and the left doesn't like that. So I'm going to be starting my own political party. It's a third party called the Super Based Party. That's really the only qualification that I have to be president, is that I'm based. But I feel like that's all you really need. Being based is important, and I feel like I'm pretty based across the board. We have some policies here that I'm going to share with you guys. First issue on the docket: deport all furries. I feel like this is something that everybody could really get on board with. Trump is trying to deport all the Mexicans. Bro, I love Mexican people. They're definitely like one of my top 5 favorite people. They're super hardworking, so I don't know why he's trying to get rid of them. But I feel like this is something definitely everybody could get on board with. Let's just get rid of them, bro. They don't even want to be people. Let's just get rid of them. Let's kick them out. The other option we have, as opposed to kicking them out, would be to build a zoo for them in, like, let's think of like a super city like San Francisco. Probably we could build a zoo for them in San Francisco, but we can't let them be in our society and ruin it. Number 2, we've got raise the speed limits. I know this sounds like a very dangerous idea or whatever, but everybody already speeds. So my way of thinking of this is, you know how it's kind of confusing when it's like, okay, if you go more than 10 over, you might get a speeding ticket. What if it's just like, if you speed at all, you get a speeding ticket? That makes a lot more sense to me. Like, school zones will obviously stay the same, but maybe a 55 turns into a 70, a 70 turns into like an 85. I feel like that makes a lot more sense. Number 3, we got political funding transparency. So every politician would have to be like, yo, I'm Donald Trump. I get my funding from Israel and the NRA. Or I'm Kamala Harris. I get my funding from Israel and Planned Parenthood. Or I'm Tammy Baldwin. I get my funding from Israel and Pride organizations. Are you guys starting to notice a little trend that we have here? Everything is getting funded by Israel. Here's the thing. Why I think this would be a good idea: we'll basically know whose interests the politicians are serving. And it's finna be Israel most of the time, bro. Israel basically bought our country because they own the interest of all of our politicians. Anybody who can't see that is blind. As for me, I would say I'm TP Jiggy, and my funding is from myself, I guess. Unless some of y'all want to give me some bands so we can make this happen. We're just going to be running off the YouTube channel for now. I feel like we've got enough time, bro. We've got 3 years. So by then, bro, my motion is finna be super up. Next, we've got Move Black History Month. I drew a black king and a black queen. This is my friend Steph, and this is Coco Jones. I drew them from memory. It's super bogus that we gave black people the shortest month of the year. On top of that, it's a well-known fact that black people don't like it when it's cold outside, and it's in February. So what we're going to do is move Black History Month to June. Juneteenth is already there. And I know what you're thinking. What about Pride Month? Getting rid of it. What's next, bro? Take the Lord's name in vain month? Why is this a whole thing? I know this kind of steps on the idea of separation of church and state. Y'all had the separation of church and state, and then y'all started cutting your Johnsons off and turning them to coochies and becoming a woman. Y'all took it too far. We're going to get rid of it. Last one that we have on the board today: abortion trials. That's Casper the Friendly Ghost representing the babies' lives who have been lost. You know, I'm not getting rid of abortion. I know it's still like a healthcare service, but any woman who has had 3 or more abortions, as well as any man who has paid for 3 or more abortions, they're going to be put on trial for manslaughter. I know this sounds like a very radical idea, but at the same time, wouldn't you say it's kind of radical to, even if you don't look at it as murder, you're still preventing a life from occurring? And I get it if it happens once, to be honest. Second time, okay, mistakes happen. But 3 times, bro, you prevented 3 babies from entering this world. You're wild. So, yeah, we're going to be putting you on trial. Me personally, as the president, I'm going to pick the jurors for the trial. And I'm going to pick 6 Catholic priests, 3 rabbis. What's a Muslim priest? Alexa, what's the name of a Muslim priest?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Alexa, what's a Muslim priest?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Alexa, what is the person who runs a service in Islam?
From Answers.com. Such a person is called an imam.
An imam. Okay, learn something new every day. 6 Catholic priests, 3 rabbis, and 3 imams. So those are going to be the people who are the jurors for the trial. Harsh, but desperate times call for desperate times call for desperate measures. Desperate times call for desperate measures. So that is all we got for today. Spread the word of my campaign if you think that I'm a based candidate. And personally, I think I could do better than Trump. I could do better than Kamala. I could do better than any politician that we have now, bro, because it's basically just Israel working through them. So I will be independent from Israel, and I'm the best option y'all have, basically. So start spreading the word. Stay jiggy.